remember, Steph, you're good at this. You're getting better at this. You're gonna be somebody great on this planet. So just continue doing this each and every day and help build, create, and elevate others to also be great. All right, how to properly lock in. I feel like this is a topic that's very easy for me to talk about, and I feel like no one really knows how to properly lock in anymore because no one tries anymore in this generation. So I'm gonna give you 3 to 4 or 4 to 5 steps on, and these are like super easy steps. I'm just gonna tell you straight up, no BS, unscripted, because, you know, as a kid, I used to play a shit ton of basketball and I used to be a complete dumbass in school, and I've completely transformed my grades from, you know, borderline retarded to actually like really smart. And I'm studying a pretty hard course. I'm aspiring to be a physiotherapist. That's like a medical or a health professional. I am doing bodybuilding now to the point where I partially tore my bicep, but we have made a very, very good recovery, about to be 100%. So praise the Lord for that. So I think this topic is really easy for me to talk about, and I hope I can help you. But enough yapping, I'm gonna get straight into the video, and I'm gonna tell you exactly how to change your life in the next 6 months or the next 3 weeks, whichever comes first. So the very first step you need to do to actually lock in is you need to identify your goal, write it down, or rehearse it in your head a bunch of times. You need to clearly understand what your goal is. So this could be getting jacked, this could be doing better in school, whatever it is, you need to get it into your head or just write it down, because you need to keep rehearsing it in your mind to the point like, I'm gonna do this. You need to get in the habit of, you know, saying to yourself in your head, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. And subconsciously, you're literally programming your mind to understand that whatever you say you're gonna do, you're gonna do, because you've already made it very clear to yourself, this is what you need to get done. Another important thing is you need to be very specific with your goal. You can't just say, I'm gonna do better in school, or I'm gonna get super jacked. Completely wrong. And this is actually step number 2, is your habits. This is probably one of the things that changed my life when I fully realized this. Your goals are not the end result. It's not the outcome. It's actually your habits. It's what you do every single day that's going to take you from point A to point B. You need to understand that, let's say you want to do better in school, or you want to get super jacked. Understand this. If I want to get jacked, or if I want to do better in school, ask yourself this question. If someone who is already getting all A's, or someone who's already really big, what does their lifestyle look like? Or what do their habits look like? They probably sleep very well. They probably train very hard. They probably study very effectively. They probably dedicate this amount of time every single day to chase that. It's your habits that actually are your goals. It's not the end result, it's not the outcome. So I want you to kind of blueprint in that. I want you to blueprint that into your head. Your goals are your habits, not your outcomes. You always ask yourself the question, all right, if I want to be this, what habits do I need to install into my system? Once you realize that, it's a game changer. Step number 3, working hard. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, that's easy. I know how to work hard. I just need to give it my all the time. Wrong. Working hard is not giving your all the time. Scrap that. Get that out of your head. That is not working hard. Working hard is discipline and consistency. You've definitely heard it before, but you haven't truly understand what that is. So understand this, every single day is different. Every single day you can't give 100%. You can try and force yourself to give 100%, but that's only gonna lead to burnout. That's only gonna lead to inconsistent habits, and you're probably gonna get injured in the gym just like me. So it's not about giving your all the time. It's giving what you have on that day consistently, even if you don't feel like that. Discipline. So if you don't feel like doing it, but you need to do it on a consistent period of time, that is how you're gonna achieve your goals. Remember, you need to think long term. You can't think about what am I going to achieve today. It's about, am I putting myself in the right position today? So eventually, in the next 3 weeks or 6 months, am I going to be 5 steps closer to my goal? It's discipline and consistency. That's actually what working hard is. Let's say today, I'm about to go gym actually. Today I can probably give around 75%. It's better if I give that instead of forcing myself to give 100% and potentially getting injured or not going at all. So understand this. Maybe tomorrow I can only give 60%, or the day after that I can give 90%. As long as I'm giving what I have on that day and it's pushing me forward, and I'm doing it even if I don't want to do it, and I'm being very consistent with it. Like I have days where I do this non-negotiable 2 hours a day over a consistent period of time. I literally at 17, this is what I was looking like. I was only training for 2 months and I didn't even try that hard. And this is literally what I was looking like. Now, keep in mind, this I was going every day, giving 100%, and that's how I fucked my bicep. But this is what I'm looking like now, and I've only been back in the gym for 3 weeks. And I honestly look better than what I did before, in my opinion. So get that through your head. Now, I think this is step number 3 or 4. Not too sure, that was a bit of a long rant, but this. Now, I know what you're thinking as well. Oh, easy, just stay off my phone. No, this is actually your biggest asset and also your greatest enemy. It purely depends on how you use this. So if you're using this just to type in garbage into Google or ChatGPT, or scrolling on Instagram Reels or TikTok, or just constantly messaging your friends who aren't interested in improving themselves, you can just forget about using this phone because it's not benefiting you at all. But if you're using this to learn, if you're using this to implement a system, which I literally just said, that kind of system, if you're using this to learn and benefit yourself in the best way possible, then you're a lot closer to achieving your goals. You can literally, you have everything you need to access on your phone. Every single thing, every single piece of knowledge, every single app that can help you implement a system, like calorie tracking or a study app that keeps you accountable of studying or whatnot. This right here is your biggest asset. But if you're using it to, do shit that's completely wasting your time, it's also your biggest enemy, because this can literally waste your time. So you need to discipline your mind to use this properly. Okay, fuck. Now that we've got that out the way, the last thing and the most important one of them all is to be proud of yourself. Now, I'm a bit of a hypocrite when I say this, because I should probably take my own advice, but please understand that the average person doesn't try hard. The average person doesn't get out of their own way to go after what they want. So the fact that you're already doing that or about to do that, just know that you should be very proud of yourself, because you're already on the path that no one is willing to take. You're already trying very hard, and no one's willing to do that anymore. So just self-reflect and just be proud of yourself and just think, wow, I'm already giving a lot more effort than the average person. Shit, my camera is getting a bit hot. Sorry, I had to move my camera because it was overheating, but like I said, just be proud of yourself. No one gives a shit about themselves enough anymore to actually try and improve themselves or try to better themselves in any way. So the fact that you're actually trying and you're willing to get out of your own way and actually better yourself, that's already a lot more than 99% of people are willing to do. And I know I should take my own advice. I feel like if I be proud of myself, I'm actually lowering my standards and I'm not trying hard enough, but if you get what I mean, but that's wrong. Take some time to just be like, you know what, bro, I'm proud of myself. I'm actually putting in the work. I'm actually doing the things no one's willing to do, and I should be very proud of that. So yeah, if you do everything I just told you to do, implement these steps, create a system, do it all, I promise you in the next 3 weeks or 6 months, your life will change dramatically. So hope that helps. I need to go hit gym right now, but yeah, see you in the next one.